I happen to think that becoming a barber could be one of the greatest things on earth that you could potentially do for yourself. I think about how AI and just computers are starting to replace so many different jobs that it's only a matter of time before there's nobody really working at Walmart, Target, McDonald's, all those jobs, right? And pretty soon people are gonna realize that some of the service jobs are probably the way to go. And you know, if you're a mechanic, if you're just doing something in the trades, you probably got a pretty good chance to survive this future that's coming. So with that being said, I put together a little bit of a video here to see if maybe barbering is right for you. I've never really done a video like this. If you guys have ever considered it, if you are a barber, the only thing I'm gonna ask you guys, drop a comment, man. Let me know. Let's start a conversation about this.
Coca-Cola used to be made with cocaine until about 1903.
Let's go. Let's get moving.
Yeah, I like it here. It's super.
Feel comfortable.
Red.
I think it's
unique.
Go. Oh.
It's better to be a gardener in a garden than be a gardener in war.
The very first thing we're gonna do. What's up, man? Thank you guys for coming up here. Thank you for showing some love. This weekend marked a milestone. First off, let's kick things off with the reason you should become a barber. No more clocking in at 7:59. Freedom, baby. You got yelled at by Karen in HR because your name tag wasn't straight? Nah, as a barber, you are your own boss to some extent. You want to take off Wednesday? Go golfing. After you build your clientele, do it. Number 2, cash flow. Cut 10 heads a day at 30 a pop, that's 300 a day. Do it 5 days a week, you got yourself 1,500 on the low end, and that's before tips. 3, instant impact. You see every client's face light up right after that fresh fade. That's real. You're not just cutting hair, you're fixing breakups, you're boosting job interview skills, and you're learning how to read people. Number 4, low barrier to entry. There's no 4-year degree, no student loans the size of a house, a few months in barber school, some hustle, and boom, you're in the game. Every state differs on this a little, but the great governor of Florida lowered the hours of barbering from 1,200 down to 600, and the tuition costs range between 4,000 to 15,000 on the higher, and even higher in some areas. Number 5, you like art? You like people? This job blends both. Also, you're part of something that's much bigger than you realize until you hit your first major hair show, like Orlando Premiere. I always leave there feeling inspired and connected. Personality check. Now let's pause for a reality check. Here's the truth. Barbering, it ain't for everybody. If you hate people, this might not be for you. This is a customer service job at the core. If small talk makes you sweat or you have no people skills, you might find it hard to survive here. If you're lazy, listen, there's no salary safety net. If you don't work, you don't eat, period. Your clippers don't come with PTO. If you don't like it at your normal 9 to 5, if you didn't make it because of your personal work ethic, becoming a barber is not gonna magically change this, and you're probably better off just staying where you are. If you're sensitive to criticism, barbering is basically people paying you to judge your work loudly. People love to crack jokes, they love to break chops, and they talk about how they used to be a master barber because they cut their kids' hair in the garage once. Learn to grow thick skin fast. Now, if you're bad with time management, running behind on one client could throw off your whole day. You might end up with 5 dudes tapping their feet in the waiting room, checking their watches as you try to fix a taper that looks like a ski slope. I use Personally Booked In as my booking service, and they do a pretty good job of making sure that people show up on time and do what they're supposed to do. So using like a booking app definitely helps me with that problem. You guys can check them out. They're a sponsor of today's video. You will find them in the description, and you can get 50% off your first 3 months. Now, here's some stuff that nobody tells you about becoming a barber. Your back and your feet, they're gonna hate you. Get some good shoes, trust me. Your spine will file for a divorce by year 2 if you're cutting in some flat soles. You'll become a therapist. People are gonna spill secrets in your chair. Like, my wife doesn't know I bought a jet ski type secrets, and much worse. Be ready to listen, and you're not gonna be posting some of this stuff on Instagram. You will never see weekends the same again. While your 9 to 5 friends, they're day drinking on Fridays and Saturdays, you're gonna be in the shop cutting on a fluffy top 5th grader who hasn't combed his hair in a week. And you're constantly marketing yourself. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, This isn't about cutting hair anymore. You got to build a brand. And luckily, you're watching the YouTube Barber Academy, so you're already kind of smart like that. Chapter 4, the Barbershop Vibe. Now, let's talk about the culture. And I think this is something that Gamma and Stylecraft really nailed when they started making their tools. The barbershop, it isn't just a place, it's a whole vibe. Conspiracy theories, sports debates, politics, and who's the GOAT arguments, all that can happen before 10 a.m. One minute you're cutting a kid for pitch a day, and the next minute you're giving relationship advice to a 48-year-old named Big Mike who swears he almost made it in the league. The barbershop is the original social network. It's a melting pot of your city's personalities, from CEOs to people who owe you 20 bucks. It's a community, it's chaos, and honestly, it's beautiful. So should you become a barber? Ask yourself, do I like people? Am I creative? Can I hustle without being told what to do? Can I take criticism without crying into my apron? If you said yes to most of this, welcome. You're gonna love it. Just know, it takes time, patience, and probably about 200 messed up lineups before you finally hit your stride. And that's okay. Now, if you're still on the fence, watch some more videos here at the YouTube Barber Academy, learn, laugh, and go chase that dream, or don't, let somebody else take your clients. And remember, hair grows back, but your time, that's priceless. Smash that like button, subscribe, drop a comment if you think barbering is your calling, or if you're still recovering from that time your cousin gave you a bowl cut in 2012, come see us at the Uptown Barbershop here in Naples, Florida, and we'll put that hair right. This is the YouTube Barber Academy, over 1,000 videos to help you learn. I am Mr. Eddie Barber. Drop a comment, let me know how you liked the video. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.